Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin did reverse yesterday overnight nearly here out of our green trend reversal support area. At the moment in this video, I'd like to focus on the micro level because this is now where we're going to see a decision. Do we have a sustained breakout or not? Okay, so this is where it's really going to get relevant because to confirm a breakout and a trend change, we need to see 5 waves to the upside. Now, sometimes, and it's certainly a possibility, we may get this entire 5-wave move without any strong retracements. So that is just sometimes what it is. So at the moment, we've got one retracement. We've got this wave 4 retracement. Here, the price can turn around as long as it's holding 21,630. So as you can see, the count is still in line with the last video. We've got a 1-2 setup down here. And then one second, just need to move it here. 1-2, yeah, this is an overshooting B wave. Then we had another 1-2. All these, that was the bottom on Sunday. Then a long third wave rally. I think we did check yesterday what the minimum requirement would be, but it, I think, rallied to the 300% extension, if I remember correctly. Yes, it did. And then I gave you a target for the 4th wave, and it already had reached the 1st level yesterday. But as you might know, the ideal level for a 4th wave is typically the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement. So we talk about 21,900 in this case, and already saw a little bit of a reaction to it. So this is a support area again from where a 5th wave can basically take place, yeah, as long as we're holding the 50% retracement. So this is the entire area where a trend reversal on a lower time frame can occur. These, however, are a little bit more risky and yeah, let's say more fragile, these micro counts. However, we are also coming down and we're currently retesting this trend channel. So we broke out yesterday out of the trend channel. That has bullish implications, and now we are retesting it. And that the first retest was successful. So it will be interesting to see if the fib levels plus the trend channel support can give us the boost we need to get us that 5th wave to the upside. Okay, so what would the targets be for that 5th wave? I think yesterday we said we can't really define that because we didn't have a confirmed low for the 4th. Now we don't have one, but I would now assume it might have bottomed here. Again, it's not confirmed, but it's all a reaction, and I need something to base my the calculation on. So again, it can still come down in this scenario to 21,631, and this is the level that's gonna determine for us, was this here just a B wave, basically a fake out, and that will get, again, very, very likely if we drop back into the channel and drop below 21,630. Yeah, if we don't hold this level, that's absolutely critical. Now, target-wise for that 5th wave, we talk about now based on the latest low. Yeah, the first target would be 22,790, but that was already the 3rd wave high. So in all likelihood, a 5th wave, if we get it, should break above that level. First level, 23,340. That's the 61.8 extension. And in a more bullish scenario, it could even stretch out to 24,243 in this 5th wave. And that would complete a 3rd, and we should get another 4th and a 5th in a more substantial breakout pattern. When we get these 5 waves, that will be the next key decision point, because here we're going to see the decision. Was this only the 5th wave? So does this move complete the entire move that started back in November? Or is this only a 5-wave move, basically a wave 1 of, let me zoom out. Is this only the wave 1 of a higher degree 3rd wave? Yeah, remember what we talked about? We said in a bullish scenario, the move of the November lows could be a 5-wave move up, then a 3-wave move down here in a wave 2. We'd now, in a more bullish scenario, be in a 3rd wave, and that consists of 5 waves. So when we get these 5, this could be the wave 1 of that 3rd wave. We would then most likely come back in wave 2 of a 3rd wave, and so on. So that's sort of the situation we deal with at the moment. So far, the Elliott waves helped us very clearly to understand where prices have a good chance to reverse, which was here the green support area. I did stress the relevance for this support area because it might very well be, now again it's too early to really confirm that, but it might very well be that we will not see these prices again. Now that is a very bullish interpretation. I'm not saying we will definitely not see them again, because also here to the upside, this could just be a B wave at the moment, okay? But it is this green area which as I said, if we get a turnaround there, we may not see these prices again if we rally in a third wave, because that could take us to new all-time highs. Now that seems like a ridiculous thought, and also I think I just don't believe it from, from mind and heart yet that we are back in a bull run, and that's why I'm still on the side of caution here to what I tell you. Nevertheless, that's just what I communicate. As you might remember, I did scale into this area, Bitcoin, Ethereum, several altcoins. Do share my entries on Discord, Telegram, because always try to be transparent, because this is the area also for many altcoins where a trend reversal, if it occurs, gives us a really, really good reward to risk ratio. And then, and that's something I just wanted to stress as well. We saw yesterday and the days before all these negative news. And sometimes people ask me, how do I build in all these news to my analysis? Why wouldn't I use them? Well, first of all, we do talk about them in the membership all the time. I posted so much about these banks and everything in the last few days. Also posted about earlier last week that we can expect a week of a lot of negative news, and I think that was the spot-on prediction of the week, because sentiment-wise, and I talked about that in the Bitcoin videos as well, in case you missed it. But because we had 5 waves up and a possible 3-wave structure to the downside, and we were in a possible wave 2, and for many altcoins as well in a possible wave 2, I did highlight early last week that we can prepare for a week with lots of bearish news, and that a lot of bearish news occur close to the bottom. So we had some sort of a bottom, so that was already confirmed, and we had a lot of bearish news. So that was a week a lot of members, and you, if you listen to all the videos, were very well prepared for. Yesterday, I talked about, also in the membership, about that we can get a bounce shortly, because the count was basically full or nearly full. One more low or not one more low. That was the question. So we were very close to a bottom anyway. I did show you in the videos as well the RSI, which was oversold basically, and we can just double check it again. Only yesterday we talked about that in the video, that all these lows led to a significant rally, and we were in that territory again. So I hope that was helpful yesterday for a lot of you. And then what I did post about, and that's just, I want to communicate that just because, how do I build in this sort of these news into my analysis? Now, when we have very bearish news and I'm in a wave 2, then it basically tells me that a sudden and quick jump can be expected. And that's why I posted yesterday, I think it was afternoon before that move happened. And I said, okay, I note the strong pessimism surrounding SVB, as it could potentially trigger a sharp and unexpected rebound in the markets. This would be in line with my thesis that many coins are in a wave 2 correction. History has shown that the market has a tendency to exploit the maximum number of people, and a sudden bullish sentiment could quickly wipe out many bearish positions. I think that's exactly what we saw. I recall a similar scenario when, I also aligned it with the DXY, which I analyze as well on my second channel, more training online. But this is sort of how I'll build these news in. Not like most people, because most people would have told you it will just go down, it will keep going down. And it still can, but we saw a rebound. Okay. But people will be bearish until the news change. Okay. Whereas Elliott waves allow us to be bullish when we are in a possible turnaround space. There is no other method that allows you to identify as good as the Elliott waves those turnaround points. So and this is another one here. Now it's in orange because it's a lower time frame and we don't have a confirmed 1-2 setup yet really. So it's orange, bit higher risk, but it's a valid support, and if it holds, we can get that confirmation further here to the upside. So yeah, that's how I build in news, but I don't really look at news and I'm like, all right, so many bearish news, we'll probably go down further, because all of these bearish news, when they come out instantly, they will get priced in. They are typically priced in faster than you can react as a human. So that's why all of the news that we see, everything that happens in the world, all the fundamentals, they are already priced in. And fundamental analysts always try to predict the future. So when looking at news, people try to think about, what could happen based on these news and so on. But fundamental analysis is ultimately flawed because nobody can predict the future. What technical analysis helps us understand, and the Elliott waves, especially with regards to market sentiment, is what happens in the markets now. What happens now? And you can only trade what happens now. Okay, so down here, yeah, when I scale into these support areas like this one, and for many altcoins as well, I don't trade what could happen, because it could also go down further, it could go up, whatever. No, I trade what should happen, and we should have seen and should see some kind of a reaction to the upside. That's why I enter in these turnaround points or spaces. You can really only trade what is happening now and make some calls about possible outcomes, but nobody knows the future. But the problem is that as a technical analyst, you try to understand what happens now, and a fundamental analyst tries to predict the future.